Hey guys, this is just one guy, and I'm back here with one of my older projects. Now, I just got some nostalgia, and I started working on this again and just improving a lot of the systems, and I ended up completely redoing the game. So I'm just going to go in game, and we're going to play it and see what I've upgraded. Now, right here, you can see there are a lot of differences. The world looks a lot different. It's now randomly generated, so each stage will be different. We have this little auto follow button, and these two buttons right here controlling time, and this one can pause the game. So right here, I'm just gonna unpause the game, and right here you can see this little cutscene right here, and this is just to show you all the characters you have, because when you start gaining abilities later on, characters will look different. So in case you missed one of the enemy abilities, this will be a good indicator of what they have. Some of their characters might be taller, or on fire, or showing lightning. Also, if you ever directly want to know what a character has or see their stats, now you can just click on them and click abilities, and it'll show any abilities they have here. And you can see their stats. This is the only place where you can see all their stats, because these two stats right here will be hidden in other menus. So you have your basic stats of damage, how much damage they do, health, how much damage they can take, speed, how fast they can move, attack speed, how fast they can attack. Note, this isn't how fast they can attack. This is the cooldown between attacks. So the lower this is, the better it is. And their percentage to dodge an attack. The maximum dodge percentage can only go up to 80%, just to prevent errors. So now if I unpause the game, it gives you a little start. And now they run towards each other and attack. You can also just click this auto follow button, and it'll keep track of all the characters. It's still in a testing phase, so it's a little bit shaky, but it works. And it won't let you zoom any characters off the screen, so it'll make sure it shows all the characters. Now, some other little things is you might notice the board just changed colors, and it changes colors based on who's winning. So when the AI is winning, it'll turn red, and when you're winning, it will turn blue. I've also updated a lot of the animations, and it just made it so you can tell when they get hit, because now when they get hit, they blink white. You can see right now I'm pretty solidly winning. You can also do this little slow motion effect by clicking a button, or speed the game up. Sorry, I got interrupted there for a minute. Okay, and they're actually having a pretty even fight here. And it looks like Red's gonna win. They're now jumping my last two characters. So just gonna speed that up. Now right here we have the breakthrough menu. So when you make an evolutionary breakthrough, you can now gain one of these abilities. I believe this was in the last version, but it's just a bit more polished now. Now any upgrades will show in green, and any negatives or traits that you gain will show up in red. Let me see. He has a negative trait. Just to make it a bit easier. It'll also tell you what type of ability it is. There. Excuse me. Sorry. There are three types of abilities: a straight upgrade, a hero ability, and a superhero ability. Straight upgrades like this will apply to your entire subjects. Every character will gain this ability. But a hero ability will just give you a new character, and they'll have all these upgrades right here. And a superhuman ability will apply to 25% of your characters. And they also have levels. So when you unlock it the first time, it'll give you the first level, then the second level, and then the third level, and so on. So right now, I'm just going to unlock the Overload character. And his whole deal is he's super strong, super fast, and he has an AoE attack, and he can he has a pretty high dodge stat, but he'll die in 30 seconds. So he is immortal, but he'll die in 30 seconds. And it's funny because the computer chose the Overload character too. Now this is something new. You can you can choose to upgrade 1 of 3 of your stats or mutate 1 of 3 of your stats. And every round, all your new characters for the next round will be created by your last character that survived the last round. So this was my last character that survived, and this was the AI's character. And you can see the AI has higher stats than me. He has 1 damage while I have 0. Now your damage will never actually be 0. It'll always be at least like 0.5 or something like that. But it's just showing you an integer here just to simplify it. Your speed also will never be 0 either. It'll always be like 1 or something like that. It's just simplifying it because it's showing you the integer stat. Now, what I've added new here is you can choose to mutate your character. Now, mutating will double the rate that you can upgrade them at, but it will increase the mutation effect. Now, when you just upgrade them with damage, you have a 10% chance of mutating either negatively or positively. So that'll just change the stat to be either 10% lower or 10% higher. But when you mutate, it'll change the stat to be 30% higher or 30% lower. So it's a chance reward thing. Either you take the chance of the stat being way higher or lower, and you can mutate by 2. You can add 2 to the stat, or you just add 1 to the stat and take the chance of the stat being 10% lower or higher. So since he has higher damage, I'm just going to go and mutate the stat. And he chose to upgrade his speed. Now, how the computer works is they works based on builds. And given that he upgraded his speed, I'm guessing he's chosen a speed build. So right here, you can see we have the overload character, and you can see he's way bigger. Now if we go into abilities, you can see all his abilities right here. The overload ability, all the abilities will show here. So I'm just gonna unpause, and you can see on the enemy side, he chose an overload character too. And we can see all his abilities. Well, now I'm just gonna speed it up so it could go in game. And you can see the overload characters are much faster than regular characters. And if you click on them, you can actually follow them. And you can see they have AoE attacks. Now AoE attacks are very dangerous. You can see they just kill tons of characters. And now as 30 seconds have passed, both characters are dead and the regular characters are fighting each other. So you can see my last character surviving, or is, well, not last character surviving because I won. So it'll choose the first character that was created. Here's his stats, and here's the last player that survived on his side, the one that lasted the longest. And now we have higher stats. So I'm just going to play it safe and choose to upgrade my speed. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go into the debug menu where you can control basically all the stats, how many characters are spawned, the mutation rates for negative and positive, how the mutations will multiply if you press the mutation button. Because the characters will always mutate the stat to some degree, normally just 10%. But if you change this right here, when you hit the mutate stat button, it'll times it times this. So I'm just going to give us both ability points, and that'll allow us to pick more breakthrough abilities. Now, normally the breakthrough ability thing, it comes by chance, and I believe we have it up here. It looks like one of the stats I removed. Oh, here it is. Breakthrough chance, and it has a 10% chance every round of giving you a new breakthrough. Well, basically giving you and the AI breakthrough points. But you can change it here to 100% if you want. And this help button right here will just tell you how everything works in the game. So I'm just going to go to exit right here. And I'm just going to speed through this. If you speed through that opening, it won't speed through the game. You had to press it again. And that's just to make sure you don't actually miss anything. So I won again. Now, let me see what I'm going to choose. Superhuman speed. I like this ability because it has a nice little effect on it. That'll upgrade the damage. The AI didn't choose to upgrade anything. I don't know why. But as you can see, the super speed characters right here. And if you go to their abilities, you can see they have superhuman speed, and it'll tell you how superhuman speed works. Right now, it's only at level 1, so they just get a plus 50 to attack speed, and a negative 30 to damage, and a plus 60 to dodge. And that's because whenever you increase attack speed, it gets really out of hand, so I always minus the attack. And you can see we have the difference between our overload character and our super speed character right there. So speed through this again, since the AI didn't choose anything. And I like this effect right here, the super speed effect, because it creates little doubles behind them. Look at them. And you can see, well, I didn't mean to speed it up, but okay. And that's basically the game. It still has a bit, some glitches. Right here, it'll show you where the win-lose stat is. I won 3 times. The AI won 1. This will tell you how many characters are left. If I speed through this, you can see we both have 30 characters. This will exit the game. And it's a simple game, but I upgraded a lot of stuff. And I just wanted to show it off. Let me explain some of the new stats I upgraded. I think I already did that. Yeah, attack speed, dodge. I almost forgot. You can play the game right now at itch.com. I already uploaded it there, but now I'm just going to upload the updated version here. And you can see all these levels are randomly generated too. I forgot about that. So each time, even though it looks kind of the samey, I'm going to upgrade that later on, but it'll always give you a different pattern. And that's just to make it a bit more interesting. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.